In the jingly, jangly jungle, the noisy lion roars in the jingly, jingly jungle. It's weird. It's like a lot of people when they're going to work will have pop songs, stuff going off in their head. Me? I'd kids TV tunes. Not because I watch them. This is the weird thing. It's not because I watch them. Because my little 2-year-old girl sings them to me. And she doesn't watch them that often either, you know. It's quite funny. So she'd be lying in her cot in the morning, you know, awake before the rest of us, and you'll hear her singing these songs to herself. It's very, very cute. And you can see why these songs are so addictive to little kids, because they are so catchy. It's nice. Anyway, today's Daily Dump. Electric bikes! They are the future. We're all going to start missing that engine whine or the exhaust howl, because bikes are going electric. And here's how and why. Look at this thing. This bike is electric. It's as silent as anything. It's got lovely torque on it. And I like them. This is the future of bikes, by the way. In case you didn't know, electric bikes are going to be the new thing. There's no two ways about that. So all of us who ride around on petrol engines going, oh, I love my exhaust sound, get used to completely silent bikes, making no noise whatsoever. So they're going to be fully electric, almost certainly automatic, i.e. because a lot of them, I don't know about the gearing on electric bikes. I know some of them are don't even have gearing. But I don't know about higher end, faster speed ones. I really don't know. But they are so quiet. After viewing that, I know it was a bit random, it's just I came across one of these electric bikes and I thought, yeah, even I'm convinced now. And I love the petrol, you know, I'm a petrol head, there's no two ways about it. But you start to look at other countries, for example, China. If you look at China, a lot their city bikes are battery powered. You know, because they have such a bad pollution, or used to have such bad pollution, they still do in some areas. They're kind of forcing a lot of bikes over there to be battery powered. And the battery powered bikes aren't too expensive. Now, one of the reasons why it does take off in China though is because they don't have strict laws on the recycling of the power cells. So when your power cell burns out after a year and a half or 2 years, you know, they kind of like just dump them. Here you'd have to pay for, make sure we're okay, you have to pay for the recycling and everything, and it's quite expensive. But that's all changing, you know, as more and more people go electric, the recycling is not really an issue. The other reason why they're taking off is because a lot of countries are introducing these ultra low emission zones, etc. It's got a nice sound on that bike, hasn't it? And you can already see this in London. We're getting electric cars. I've only seen a few electric bikes. The electric cars that are starting to take off, even those really naff Twizzies. But I can see the electric bikes within the next 5 years actually starting to take off. All the major petrol stations nowadays have got charging points in London. A lot of supermarkets What else is there? Is it IKEA, I think? They also have charging stations as well. So it's happening. It's under the surface. It's bubbling away. And with this ultra low emission coming in, etc., it's going to be much more viable for the general consumer to actually own one of these bikes or cars. Especially as not the charging points are actually free. And they will be for a while, I should think, to promote it. So people who get in early on it, they might suffer with the early tech, i.e. the battery's not lasting as long as they should. But that should be outweighed by they get their charging for free in most places. Now, a lot of the cars and bikes are now coming with fast charge. So you can just plug it in for a short while and get a decent amount of charge on your battery. So, in the future, my next bike may actually be electric. You never know. So you may ask, why hasn't electric powered cars and motorbikes and whatnot really taken off? Now there is a conspiracy reason. There's always a conspiracy, isn't there? Now the conspiracy reason is this, and it's quite simple, and it is actually quite believable. A lot of people believe electric cars and motorbikes have been held back a little bit, not just by the technology, but also by governments. And they've been quite, how can we say it, not encouraging. Now what is the reason behind this? Why would governments not be encouraging of a clean energy? Think about it. How much is petrol? And how much of that is tax when you buy it? Now you understand why some people believe the reason why governments aren't, this is in Europe specifically, the reason why governments aren't that encouraged about encouraging green energy is simply that when it comes to cars. They'd lose quite a lot of money on tax. Now you've got to remember, it's very hard to tax electricity. How do you tax something like that? Do you put a tax on the charging points? Do you make it so it becomes illegal to charge your vehicle at your home? You know, how do you do it? How do you regain that lost tax? Maybe they're going to introduce things like taxing the vehicles themselves. You know, at the moment there are some, benefits. Like you don't pay congestion charges in major cities and things like that. But what or how would they regain that lost income? So it does make you wonder. But I'm still full for it. Electric is the way. Unfortunately, this is the paradox. When you go down in the electric route, ideally the cleanest energy you could get is hydrogen. Problem being is hydrogen's very hard to produce. Or very hard to produce in the essence of making it easy. It takes a lot of energy to produce hydrogen. So it's not a viable fuel at this present time. I'm sure that will change in future. I've got no doubt about that. But at this present time, it's not viable. So electric is the way to go. But how do you make electricity? Yes, we all know we can do hydroelectricity and everything. But even all the hydroelectricity power stations in this country are not going to provide enough electric to power cars and motorbikes, etc. It's not going to happen, is it? So the only way to make that electricity at the current time in sufficient quantities is nuclear power. Now that's the worrying thing, isn't it? The proliferation of nuclear power stations. What do you think? Right. Below. Electric charging station. And they're free. Granted, there's a petrol motorbike parked in the way. But there you go. You just plug your car in, charge it up. And that's in the supermarket car park.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under.